What it do, y'all? It's your boy, Pharaoh, World Class Hustler. Back with another video. You see it, if you can see in the dark. Them boys did it, man. How about them dogs? Yeah, as you know, sorry that it took so long. Had some couple things that I had to do. This video should have been dead like literally 3 or 4 days ago, man. So I do apologize. I got back Saturday. I wasn't gonna spend no extra days in Miami, even though I could have, but I was like, nah. I enjoyed it while I was there. So like I said, I told y'all I was gonna hit y'all with another video once I got back to Atlanta. I'm back on the road in my truck, as you can see. Right over there. So you know I'm back here. You know I'm out here hustling. So starting off the New Year's right, and Happy New Year's to everybody too, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are safe and start the new year right. But let's go ahead and end it, man. I told y'all this ass whooping was gonna happen. I told y'all that SEC is much more bigger, faster, much more physical, and a lot more focused. And we take this football shit very, very, very serious. Now, I'm not saying that Big Ten is trash or any other conference is straight up garbage and they didn't have their heyday, man. But for the past 15 years, it's been like it's been a whole new game, man. Whole new players. You know, the development of players, you know, the development of the game, the evolution of the game. It's just been straight SEC. And I'm sorry. People may hate it, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a rematch. Georgia versus Alabama. And I told y'all it was gonna happen. I told you from the get-go, it was almost as if it was destined to happen. So, I mean, you can't fault that. I mean, I knew people were saying, well, they hope Cincy to win. I ain't really want Cincy to win because we need to take that monkey off our backs. And plus, I kind of knew that Cincy, they had the seniors, they had the let's say talent. Of course, they have talent. They had a bunch of veterans, but they just don't. It's SEC product when you play us, man. You just not gonna match up very well. It don't matter if they were seniors, 5th-year seniors, or even 6-year seniors, since it's a COVID protocol and they can take another year to come back. It doesn't matter because the competition is just too steep. Like the SEC, imagine, look at those schedules. You gotta play these teams week after week after week after week after week. Imagine that. And I know what some of you guys will say about a lot of these bowl games that SEC struggled in at the beginning. A lot of those bowl games too, of course, it's opt-outs, but I won't use that as an excuse because some of the teams that y'all beat up on were not really well versed this year. Like for instance, Auburn. Auburn had a down season this year, especially even though I don't consider him to be that good. Bo Nix, after he ended up going down, and they've been relying on TJ Finley, who's really not good. That dude needs to be in the Sun Belt Conference or some shit like that, man. That dude is absolutely trash. When they lost that Birmingham Bowl to Houston, I actually had Houston winning that game. I'm sorry, I am an SEC homer, but I went where the money reside. Where the money reside, where the money reside. So that South Carolina, of course, they got the win over North Carolina, so good win. A loss against Florida. A loss against Florida, against UCF. Y'all can thank Dan Mullins. Even though Bill Napier is coming through for next season. But Dan Mullen clown behind, he messed the whole Florida program up, man. It's almost as if, let me tell you something about Florida. Florida is a state that it was very hard to recruit and get players to swap, the switch. It was very hard for you to try to convince Florida players to even leave their state, man. Georgia or Alabama, and those are two nearest states. It was very hard. You could ask Alabama fans how hard it was to recruit. Because I know for us it was hard as hell. We got dog. I would say out of our lineup, I think probably like 15 to 20 of our players are from Florida, man. That doesn't happen. That does not happen. When you usually talk about all the talent in Florida, like IMG Academy, the schools down there in Miami and shit, by Liberty City and the Miami Gardens, where over there where James Cook, Fort Lauderdale and shit, that's the IMG Academy that I'm talking about, though, is mainly in Bradenton, Florida. And I know that because when I was driving OTR, I used to pick up at the Tropicana in Bradenton, and I used to drive by that college. And man, not college, but by that school, high school. And I'm gonna tell you this, IMG Academy pumps out fucking 5-star, 4-star players like it's goddamn hotcakes out of manufacturing, man. That's how a boatload of talent that comes up out of those programs. School, mainly the school, but out of that program. So I need to do my research on the head coaches there, but they develop mad talent. We stay, Alabama and Georgia stay grabbing talent out of IMG academies, man. So even my boy Jansen Sports, shout out to him, he would even tell you this. Back to this Michigan, Georgia game. I know I'm going everywhere with it because I'm outside just trying to, get some blood flowing. I told everybody that I didn't expect that for us to start off in a hot foot like that. If I had to guess, I was guessing that the final score was going to be at least like 38-17 at the lowest. I gave 17, just a high point for Michigan, just in case if they scored during the first half, and then scored another in the second half, possibly like having like a maximum of 10 points before halftime, and then scoring one more touchdown in the second half. That's what I was giving them. But I did not expect for us to I'm like, damn, 27-3. And my the seats that I had, I was in section 103, row 26, seat 15. So really, on one side of me, I had 3 Michigan fans before it was like a Georgia fan. And then on this row, on my right side, I had a boatload of Michigan fans over there too. So, and it was some Georgia fans that was like a seat behind, not a seat behind me, but 2 seats behind me. So it was kind of like mixed in my section. It was certain section where it was just nothing but Georgia fans. I wish I should have known. I should have went on the alumni seat, the alumni site, and seen where most of the alumni or the people, the fans, were going to sit out in a group. Because there was a section on my left-hand side, which if I had to guess, that was on the 111, the 112, 113, one of those numbers on that side, where it was nothing but a boatload of Georgia fans, straight red and black. So, but it was fine. I sat right there, in the middle, doing my thing. Michigan fans rude as hell. Really, Georgia fans, when they did their own introduction, all Michigan fans, boo, 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 and that's fine and dandy and shit. With Georgia, we was just common courtesy. We was like, we just didn't cheer on or nothing when Michigan came out. We just, let them have they thing. And then when Georgia came out, my thing is the shit talking began. So I was like, all right, man, y'all finna find out what this SEC shit means, bro. Y'all finna find out what this SEC shit all about. That this ain't no cakewalk. I mean, and from the start, I knew, let me rephrase, from the start, when Michigan, after we got that touchdown, and shout out to Stetson, we moved that drive. It was a 9-yard run, and then he just straight took it to Bowers, do on the board. Cade McNamara, which I told y'all I would take Stetson Bennett over Cade McNamara. Cade McNamara throughout the whole season of that Big Ten schedule never really had to fight for a game. Never really had to. They've always survived on the running. This is why I told y'all he might have had a little bit of throwing yards, these 50, 70 yards, talking about Michigan led in 50, 70 yards plus. Who did y'all have those games against? Who did y'all play those games against? Northern Illinois? Western Michigan? Or whoever was on y'all schedule. Some of them teams didn't even have 6 wins for the season. Some of those teams didn't even have 6 wins, let alone 5. Some didn't even have 5. Who y'all threw those plays to? And then when you look at the offense, the only true offense really in Big Ten was mainly Michigan and Ohio State. You had Michigan State that averaged 31 points per game, but guess what? Everybody else in the Big Ten averaged between 25 points or below. They don't score that much. Their offenses is trash. I had so many Michigan fans sitting over here talking about Wisconsin, Iowa. Oh, you don't think Iowa's defense is good? You don't think Wisconsin, you don't know football? Motherfucker, I do know football. And I know that when it comes to Iowa and Wisconsin, no, those are not real contenders, bruh. Hell no, they not real contenders. I would not put my money on them motherfuckers, man. And my thing is, and you see why. Because at the end of the day, it would have been a different result if Michigan would have showed up. They didn't show up. They sat right here and got Molly while they got Molly bitch slapped. Really. Bitch slapped. And I gave them y'all benefit of the doubt. I said 17 points. I didn't really think we gonna hold y'all to up to 3 points, and it really should have just stayed 3. Our linebacker Chaz Chambliss got a bullshit ass targeting call, which it was a legit tackle. Even though some Michigan fans that was behind me, when I looked, they was like, "Yeah, bro, that was a bullshit ass call." Like, that was, and then y'all end up getting an automatic first down. Homie threw a touchdown on our third string safety who really don't play like that. He on special teams. But y'all was giving that touchdown, man. It really should have been 34-3, really 37 if Palesi never missed that damn field goal. So, but at the end of the day, Georgia came in, did its thing. It's the rematch for Georgia, Alabama. I will do a video probably in the next 2 days, at least by Saturday, about the overview for that game. But this game right here was just, it was good job, Georgia. Everybody contribute. Brock Bowers did his thing. McIntosh did his thing. He ended up throwing a touchdown to A.D. Mitchell, who did his thing as well. Shout out to who I think Stetson Bennett. You know, he was 21 for 31, 300 plus yards, 3 touchdowns. Did a very good job and ran the rock pretty damn well. Who else? Who else I'm thinking of? James motherfucking Cook did it for his home city. You know, he's right there from Miami Gardens, literally damn near down the street is where he's from. So he had to show out. Ended up having a total of like 135 yards. I think like 32 rushing and about 99 in receiving, because he was catching bombs. James Cook is literally the dude you could just tag in the slot and he gonna go get it. Who else definitely had a good game? The scores, how can I forget? The goddamn defense. The defense played like, this is the defense that Georgia, this is the defense that defies Georgia. This is the defense that everybody knows. And I told them they was going to make a resurgence. After that embarrassing ass loss in the SEC championship game, which I still think that shit was a fluke. It was no way that Alabama has the worst offensive line and we did not get a sack, but we played the best offensive line who won the Joe Moore Award, and we end up literally, their offensive line, their guard was sitting over there 5 yards negative the other way, and Jordan Davis is pushing them like a goddamn snow truck, picking up snow on I-80 between Indiana and Illinois, my nigga. That's how big them boys is up front. That front seven came out to play. Nakobe Dean everywhere like a motherfucker. Could lost his goddamn mind just sitting over there tackling everything. Quay Walker sitting over here committing multiple felonies, hitting motherfuckers. The plays that he was making, like fucking Nolan Smith. Sitting over here, she got a domestic violence charge by the way he was sitting over here abusing the quarterback. Like, they was all over the place. They played like some straight studs that night. And shout out to Jamari Sawyer and Warren McClendon, man. Those are the two the most unsung heroes of this game, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. They probably gonna be, if we can get this national championship, and they do so well, they probably gonna be the most unsung heroes out the whole playoffs. That's who don't get the most credit, man. And I fuss with Jamari and Warren McClellan. They've been on point since the whole season. Even Jamari Sawyer, he's not 100. Even when he was injured, and he's still not 100%. I think he's still playing like an 85, 90% how he's feeling. But he's still, that dude let up no sacks. He let up no sacks, and I think when he played Will Anderson in the SEC championship game, he only allowed 1, and that was kind of like towards the end of the game. But they did a very excellent job, man. I'm very astounded. I'm very proud of them boys. That's my video today, man. Tonight, you guys, like, share, subscribe. And go Dawgs, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.